After a short break at Gurre Castle ruin with something to eat and something to drink, I will continue. I have about 13 kilometers to walk to Fredensborg, and seems like I have a problem with my GoPro camera. It won't charge from the battery, so let's see how long it keeps it up, how long it keeps running. I have left the main roads behind me, and now again in the Royal North Zealand National Park, and I have walked 12.5 kilometers, and that means that I have about 11 kilometers left to Fredensborg. But here it's very nice to walk, so it's no problem. I'm going to walk up to 15 kilometers, and then I'm going to take a short break again.
See
I have walked 15.5 kilometers and I feel that I should need a little break now and get something to drink and maybe a banana to eat. And as soon as I find a place where I can sit down, I'm going to take that break. Because after that I have about 7-8 kilometers left to go, and that's not very far.
Can't see myself, can't see no one. Flying above the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one.
That's perfect. 500 meters after that I said that I needed a pause. I found a table and a bench. So now I'm going to sit down here, take a small break before I continue. So now I'm on my way again after a little pause. It was quite a nice pause. The only problem was that the chocolate I had brought with me had melted. So if I'm brown around the mouth now, it's because of the chocolate. Now I have 7.5 kilometers left, but that's the way, all the way to the station in Fredensborg, and that's about, from the castle to the station, it's about 2 kilometers. So about 7 kilometers left. I have walked 17.78 kilometers and I've reached Fredensborg, but that's the city limit or the municipal limit. I still have about 5 kilometers to go to get to the castle. Well, 19.15 kilometers, and I have entered the park of Fredensborg Castle. I will follow the path here down to the sea, Esrum Sø, the Sea of Esrum, which actually is at the surface the second largest inland sea inland lake. All lakes are inland, aren't they? Anyway, second largest lake in Denmark. Well, I've reached Esrum Sø, and as I said before, it's the second largest lake in Denmark. I will take a little break here before I continue up through the park to the castle. I'm standing at what's called the King's Bridge at Esrum Sø. I will take a short break here and then I will continue up through the palace garden to the palace itself. Esrum Sø is Denmark's most water-rich lake and the second largest lake by surface area after Eines. The lake has three characteristic bays at the northern end and a narrow bay Møllekrogen at the southern end. The lake has a characteristic shape with relatively steep slopes and a large even bottom surface of 18 to 22 meters deep. The inlets to the lake are small. The outlet Esrum Å is located at the northern end of the lake. At the end of the lake facing the Fredensborg Castle gardens are Chaluphuset, Skipperhuset og canoe and kayak rental. At Esrum Sø there are also good opportunities to spend the night in wind shelters. Esrum Sø is part of the North Zealand Royal National Park. From around 1750 until the 20th century, wealthy citizens of Copenhagen and Elsinore sent their dirty laundry to the village of Sørup on the eastern shore, where the majority of the female residents worked with washing and bleaching. I'm on my way up to the castle, but first I'm going to stop here. It's a small sculpture park called Nordmannsdalen or Dansk. I don't know what it's called in English. The Norseman's Dale, something like that. Let's take a walk around and take a look at it. Nordmannsdalen is a sculptural complex in Fredensborg's Palace Gardens, located in the western part of the garden. It consists of an amphitheatrically constructed sculpture complex where 70 Norwegian and Faroese farmers, fishermen and other folk figures are described in life-size sandstone figures. The complex was created under King Frederick V and Queen Juliane Maria in the year 1764 to 1784, when Denmark and Norway were joint kingdom. Nordmannsdalen was begun in 1764 as one of many structures in the French-inspired palace gardens. It is believed that the king himself was the mastermind behind the structure. An examination of the structures in 1976 showed that the figures had been seriously damaged by weather and wind. In 1984, the Danish Palace and Property Agency decided that the original sculptures had to be protected from further weathering, and that copies should be carved and placed in the Baroque structure. The structure was recreated in its original form in 2000, and in 2002 Queen Margrethe was able to inaugurate the restored structure. The original sculptures has now been kept indoors in Christian IV Bryghus in Copenhagen. Well, let's leave the Norsemen behind and instead say hello to the dog behind the gate. I think that is the private part of the garden. Hej du! Hej Rosingen! Hej! Hej! Ja, vem är du ute och går med? After 21 kilometers, we have reached Fredensborg's slot, or Fredensborg's castle. I'm beginning to get tired. We can't walk straight ahead here because it's closed. It's private property. Maybe the Queen is at home. And would have been nice to meet Queen Margrethe, dronning Margrethe, men ikke på den måde jeg er i dag. Not the way I am today. I'm tired, probably smelly and dirty. Let's walk around the castle and take a look from the other side. Fredensborg Palace has a special status among the Danish palaces as the most used residence of the regent after Amalienborg. The palace is a Baroque palace from the 18th century, and it is often the venue for major official state visits and family events in the royal family. The name Fredensborg appears as early as 1719 in the county administrator's accounts. It had therefore been decided in advance that the palace would bear this name and be a memorial of the happily concluded war. Rumor has it that it was Frederick IV himself who designed the palace, but the royal house lists Johan Cornelius Krieger as the architect. Under Christian IX, who was called the father-in-law of Europe, Fredensborg achieved a fame like never before. As early as the first summer of 1864, the royal family lived here, and from then on it was their regular residence in the summer and well into the autumn, and a gathering place for the royal couple's children and relatives. The windows at Fredensborg Palace bears the signatures of many of the palace's guests. The custom of engraving one's name and possibly a date or a short text or poem began in 1841 when Louisa of Hessen engraved her name in one of the windows. From the 1860s, it has become a permanent custom. There are more than 240 windows with inscriptions at Fredensborg's palace. Most of them are in the garden hall, the princess salon or the guards hall, and also in various bedrooms. Many windows have more than one signature engraved, which is why it is estimated that there may be a total of more than 700 signatures on the windows. In addition to members of the Danish royal family, guests have sometimes also had their names engraved. For example, Winston Churchill in 1950. Previously, the engravings were made directly in the window pane, but since 2013, the signature is engraved in a loose glass plate, and Queen Margaret chooses the location in the palace window. Well, now we've seen this part of the castle, this facade. Let's see if we can walk around and see the other side of it. Now we can't go any further here, and I don't dare to do it because there are some guards standing over there guarding that entrance. So we have to take another way around. We have made a circle around, a half circle around the castle and reached the entrance side. The funny thing is there is nothing, no boundaries here saying that we are not allowed to walk in, but let's walk up. And when the guard up there swings his rifle around and points at us, I have to turn around. I must say it's a beautiful little castle. Well, we can't get any further, so we have to stop here and turn around. But I think this is quite a nice end to today's walk. Now I'm leaving Fredensborg Castle and I'm going to walk down to the railway station and take a train back to Elsinore. I have walked just 22 kilometers. I thought it would be at least one more, but on the other hand it's about 1 or 2 kilometers down to the station. I'm back in Elsinore and the time is 5:30 in the afternoon. And there is time for me before the next ferry to take a beer at Burgruine. And I must say that I deserve a beer now.